Jam used to be all about Sunday, Sunday, car-crushing Sunday. But you would be surprised at the amount of technology that is inside of these trucks. It allows them to be everything from a brute force offensive lineman to a graceful ballerina. And we're here at Monster Jam World Finals in Orlando, Florida to find out just what makes these trucks so special. Monster Jam fans might just be the most rabid motorsports fans out there.
This is Monster Jam!
And they are rewarded with a huge pit party where they can check out the trucks up close and talk with their favorite drivers. You want the driver of Gravedigger to give you an autograph and a selfie? No problem. Yeah, try that with Lewis Hamilton. Monster Jam drivers are accessible, and that's why the fans love them. In previous years, Monster Jam was just about two events: racing, either timed or head-to-head, and freestyle, where drivers get a limited amount of time to impress judges and fans with their wheelies, backflips, and jumps that can reach more than 130 feet. Today's drivers have to be a bit more well-rounded. Not only has Monster Jam added the popular two-wheel competition, where points are awarded for the best stunts done on two or even one wheel, but today's Monster Jam driver has to be able to race small as well, racing both ATVs and what the company calls speedsters, a caged side-by-side that's nimble, but too much gas can definitely make it go shiny side down. So I'm here with Morgan Kane. He is one of the drivers of Gravedigger, probably the most famous monster truck that is out there. And I gotta ask you some questions about how all of this works. So, like, what are the specs on the motor, first of all?
Well, so first off, this is a fine-tuned machine. I mean, it's 12,000 pounds of
crazy.
Pure carnage right here. So, but as far as the specs of the engine, it's based off of a Chevrolet big block.
Okay.
And it's a custom block that is 540 cubic inches.
All right.
And we have a supercharger on the top. It's 871. And we're putting out about 1,500 horsepower.
And do you know what the torque is?
The torque is a little bit higher than that, and I've actually never looked at the numbers because it varies.
Oh my God.
Depending on power
Okay.
and level, sea level, and you know,
Sure.
even the air.
Yeah.
You know, so.
So you've got 1,500 horsepower going through a transmission. Is it manual? Is it sequential, automatic?
It's what they call a semi-automatic. So basically, you have to shift it. It's a manual valve body. It's a 2-speed power glide. So you have a high and a low.
Okay.
So when we start out, like normally when you see us racing and we come out the gate, we start in first gear, which is low, and then you shift to high gear and you stay in high.
Just let it go. And do you have a third pedal?
Nope. So it's just gas, brake, and then everything from inside. It's separate steering.
Oh. So wait, so you can steer the front wheels and the rear wheels?
Yep.
So where is that on here? Like, where's the steering box for the rear wheels?
So when you go around to the back.
Okay, let's go around the back.
You have these steering rams. So the two black parts right here, it pushes fluid back and forth from an electric motor up top, which is, we control it with our right hand. Okay. Some have left hand stuff too, but.
So when you want the rear tires to turn, you have to turn something over here, like maybe as you're turning your steering wheel.
Yes. So normally, like for me, I like to use a lot of rear steer because it almost sets you into a drift and you can keep your momentum going faster. So you don't have to slow down as much, because when you do the front steering and rear steering, it's a tight turn, and sometimes you flip over.
Well, that's the whole point of Monster Jam, right?
You have to wait until the end of freestyle to really push it, but.
So, and then I noticed, let's go around here, because I noticed that there's a brake. So you don't have brakes on the actual wheels?
No, it's what you call a pinion brake. Okay. So for the pinion brake, what we do is, because of the gear ratios from our planetaries on each tire, on each axle and everything, the drive shaft spins faster and the pinion spins faster than the tires do. So with that, you're able to have more control and with the pinion brake, because it's just one, and you're
just stopping the drive line, so you can stop a lot quicker.
Yeah, most of your stopping power comes from there. So it's not just like a quick grab, it's nice and easy.
So, but if you really stab on the brakes, is that how you get your front wheelies and stuff?
Yeah, so if we're going wide open down a straightaway and you stab the brakes as hard as you can, it'll actually lock all four wheels up. Like, you will skid.
Okay, so we've got dual shock setup, but I see there's no coil springs. So what's actually holding this thing up?
So nitrogen is what we put into our shocks.
Okay,
so this is an oil, it's an air oil shock, basically.
So there's no like springs or anything that holds it up?
No, it's all
torsion?
air. It's all compression.
Oh.
When you take a big jump, it extends all the way out, and then as you compress it, the only oil is from here all the way around the shop in the
right.
main body.
Right.
And you have 420 pounds compressed in this one area.
That's crazy. That's
it's
so
wild.
much pressure.
And then when we land, it compresses it all the way down, and you're getting into like thousands of PSI into that little area.
That's crazy. How much travel does this have?
So we have 30 inches of travel in the front, or 30 inches of travel in the back, 26 inches in the front.
And this tire, okay, I'm 5'9", so maybe like 5-foot tires?
It has the readings on the side.
Oh my God, you're not gonna make me
Look,
read anything.
66 by 43, 25 inches.
How much does one of these weigh?
So as it sits, if you pull it off the truck, it's 850 pounds.
That is crazy. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Not a problem.
This is awesome. We're at Monster Jam. This is Monster Jam. So I'm here with Kristen Anderson. She is another driver of the Gravedigger truck, and she's going to take me into the inside. So show me how you climb inside, and then we'll go through some of the tech on the inside.
All right. Something that's really interesting about Gravedigger actually is we're one of the only Monster Jam trucks that have a door.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I swing this door open just like this. I put my foot on the 4-link bar, put my foot on the foot peg right here, swing in and hold on for dear life.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna put my foot here.
Yep. There.
There. Oh, look at me, I did it.
There we go. There we go. She's
All right.
in.
All right, I'm just gonna kind of sit right here.
Okay.
All right, so show me, like, what do you do when you first get in the vehicle?
All right, when I first get in, I have my helmet and my Hans already on, my head and neck restraint and my helmet. I start settling in here. I'm putting my belts over. I run a 7-point Simpson harness.
Okay.
So that means that I have seven points hook up over down here. Yep, I run a latch link, so I'll usually put my belts over me. And before I cinch them up, get my steering wheel, pop it on here because I can't reach it once I'm strapped all the way in. Yeah, I'm not the tallest Gravedigger driver, so I'll usually do this. And when we fire the truck up, we actually just started running these Holley EFI systems on them now.
Okay.
So we run the fuel open all the time. So I run my fuel always open.
So your fuel pump is like pumping in as much fuel as possible at all times?
Yes, mine's pumping in at all times. I'm gonna pull the power on like this.
Oh, okay, so that's like, is that your battery?
Yep, this is our main power. We're gonna pull this on, flip the ignition up, turn the lights, coolant, fans, rear steer.
And then push that button. We're not going to put it in here.
Yep, turn it on, and then she's ready to rock.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about the steering system because I know you have rear steering, and I was talking with Morgan earlier, and he was saying how you have to there's like a separate dial for the rear steering.
Yes, we do. So we actually have this over here. This is my rear steering toggle switch. These trucks are so big and long, and we don't have the greatest turning radius, especially on the series that I run. I don't really run in the stadium all the time. I actually run in the smaller, compact arenas.
Okay.
So this is like my best friend. So we got it hooked up right here. It's always right here for me. I usually, when we're racing, come right off the line from the shifter. 1-2 shift straight to here, and we go left, right, and then I can turn my self-centering on and off.
So what is this self-centering?
So usually when I'm in a donut, we don't really want to wear out the steering pump, just sitting here holding it and holding the rear steering pump. So I'll flip this off when I'm in a donut so it doesn't center back. They self-center themselves. Like if I go like this, the truck will go whoop, and then it'll come right back to center.
It'll like just give you a little bump.
Yeah, and then it'll come right back to center. So I don't just want to sit here and wear out the solenoid. I usually just flip it off, and then whenever I'm done with my donut, I flip it back on.
That's so cool. Is it tough to because you're basically steering your front wheels with this and your rear wheels with that? Is that weird to have one hand going this way and the other hand going the opposite way?
Yeah. We usually, when I go left, some people set it up completely opposite. Some of the veteran drivers, to go left, they want to do it right, and to go right, they want to do it left. I did it the easiest way possible. If I want to go left, I'm going left. If I want to go right, I'm going to go right.
Okay.
And then sometimes, when we're trying to crab steer the trucks, get them parallel parked somewhere, you got to go, the opposite way, and then that way, and then the opposite way, and then that way. So
oh my gosh.
It does get really confusing sometimes when you're trying to get in tight areas and get them parked. But I figured it out pretty quick. This is your best friend.
Okay.
When this doesn't work, it stinks. It really stinks. You're always doing 3-point turn in a 12,000-pound monster truck is not the best.
So, and when you guys are putting this into gear, I noticed when you're doing the 2-wheel challenges, they're going from reverse to forward gears to reverse gears so quickly. How fast can you shift that thing?
So I can't see anything when my head and everything is all the way back in my seat. I can't see my shifter at all. It's all by feeling. So we just run high, low, and hang on. They're just a power glide shifter. So I got first to second, Usually we do all of our two-wheel tricks in first gear.
Okay.
It's just easier on the transmissions and everything that way. And so when we're shifting, we're just feeling around because I have this T-handle right here for safety, so I can feel my bump and I know that I'm neutral, and then my next thing is reverse.
So do you have the T-handle for all the gears or just into reverse?
No, just into reverse. So it stops right here. I can just go, you know, shift up. I can go into neutral, and then I'm in reverse, and then I'm all the way down to park.
Oh my gosh.
So it's all by feeling. You know, if you definitely can't memorize a shifter, then the two-wheel skills competition is
not going to be good for you.
Yeah, it's not going to be a good competition for you. Not your strongest link for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is so awesome. I really want to drive one. I hope I get a chance to drive one soon. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
Yay! So not only have these trucks gotten better, the tracks have gotten better as well. Behind me is the track setup for the two-wheel competition. So there are all kinds of obstacles that are set up specifically to result in like a nose wheelie or in a slap wheelie. They've got pipes embedded into these things. They've got tires embedded into it, all so that they can make sure these trucks put on the best dance show that they possibly can.
And you know, after talking to the drivers and watching them in practice, I realized these trucks are more than just 12,000-pound behemoths. They're like ballet dancers, displaying a kind of grace that's not seen in any other kind of motorsports. I mean, I cannot believe how these trucks have all this balance and precision, and yet they are so big and heavy. Earthshaker again with another changement de pied and a glissade, but now, look at that, it's to the derrière. Would call this a sans volant, that is a without wheel. And man, do you see any other form of motorsports do their tricks without their steering wheels? This is crazy. And here we've got Brodozer giving us a series of grand jetés. That's right, big, massive jumps. Now we've seen a grand jeté before, but check this one out. This is a grand sisson. Oh, it's so high. These jumps are so high. Now check out this sequence from Son of a Gravedigger. We've got a leaning pirouette, a penché pirouette, if you will, and then it goes right into a turn in the air, a tour en l'air for Son of a Gravedigger. Man, I really want to drive one of these vehicles. Okay, here's Brodozer again, and check this out. You've got a delicate fourette grande de jambe entourante. That would be ballet speak for a whipping turn that you really have no control over. Now, some might call this a backflip. I'm going to call it what the ballet world would call it, a complete tour en l'air. Oh my gosh, look at that, right into a changement glissade. Now, we already know what that means, right? Changing the feet and gliding across the stadium. All right, so yes, these trucks sometimes break, and I'm going to call that an écarté, means separated. So look at that. That axle is full on écarté from the truck. Man, his dance career is over. And what do ballet dancers wear on their feet? They wear point shoes, and this guy's going to need a new one. And it's a changement. No, it's a tour en l'air. Oh my goodness, right into a glissade and down fondue. I am done.
Well, I certainly have enjoyed my time here at Monster Jam World Finals. These trucks are so awesome, and I've learned so much about them. I cannot wait to drive one because there is a Monster Jam University. But I need your help. You guys need to tell me, what should I call my truck? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to read more about Monster Jam, I've got a full article plus a whole bunch of pictures over on theroadshow.com.